to create and organize homeschool binders for parents and children. Let's get started. Okay, so let's start with the parent binder. I love starting with the parent binder because everything that you need is in this binder. And keeping it all in one location makes it so convenient, that way you don't lose anything. What I ended up doing was putting my lesson plan in the very beginning of my binder. That way I can access it whenever I need it. If I need to switch lessons around or move them forward or something along those lines, I have it immediately available to me. And I use pocket dividers. I love pocket dividers because you can put anything inside it, and the labels make it easy to access whatever subjects that you need. And I really like colors, so I prefer to color code things as well. Now, there are 3 different ways that you can arrange your pocket dividers or put them in order. You can do it by subject order according to your lesson plan, which is what I ended up doing. You can do it alphabetically, or you can just color code it. And just color code it to whatever you think that subject would be best to put to a certain color. Now, if you have more than one child that is studying the same subject at the same time, then what you can do is put labels together with them for cardstock. And what I did was I just labeled it. Now, I'm only homeschooling my daughter right now, but I was homeschooling my son, and he graduated last summer. But what you can do is just use really simple cardstock, and then put the little dividers on it that you can pick up at any office supply store with their names, and then you can put their lessons behind their particular divider. I put my grading books in the front divider pocket for each particular subject. However, if you worry about falling out, you can always put them in a poly envelope. And I absolutely love poly envelopes. You can use them for so many different things. So you have the kind that you can put in your divider that just kind of opens up like this, and you can put things in them. Or you have some that are a little bit more secure, and you can zip them, open, and then just close them. And there's another option where this actually uses a band to open it up. You can slide in anything that you want, and the convenient thing about this is if you have any note cards or anything like that, you can place it in there and close it up. I think as far as keeping things in place, this one and the one with the zipper are probably your best bet. Now, if you have more than one child, you can always put the grading books in separate divider pockets. Like you have here, you can put one in the front and then one in the back. Or you can also use poly envelopes with the dividers in it, just like this one. So you open this up, and then if you can see here, there are separate dividers, and you can label each divider for each child's name, and then put their grading books behind that for each particular subject. Okay, this is my favorite part about creating Parent Binder. I took out all the lesson manuals that I had, removed the binding, used a paper cutter to cut out the pages, and then I used a 3-hole punch to put holes in them, and then I just placed them in the binder behind each divider tab for the subject. Now, I really love this because it's super easy to find, and I have saved so much space on my bookshelf. Everything now is located in one place, and it won't get lost. Another thing that I really love about making sure that I put my lesson manuals inside my binder is that when I am done teaching a lesson, I pull that page out. For example, this is my daughter's math lesson, and then I put it behind a page that is labeled to be graded at the back of the lesson manual. Once the assignments are graded, I just throw the lesson page in the recycling bin. Or if you have more than one child and would like to use the curriculum again, you can always place it in a folder or a poly envelope after grading it. Then you can either keep it in your binder or store it somewhere else for future use. Okay, that is all that I have for parent binders. Now let's move on to children's binders. Okay, now we are going to move on to the kids' homeschool binder. And it's going to be pretty similar to the parents, but with a few differences. I have placed lined paper in here as the first thing so that my daughter always knows where it is and she has easy access to it and it's not all over the place. If at all possible, put your child's dividers in the same order that you have in your binder. That way you're on the same page. The front pocket of each divider is used for work that is still in progress. So if your child still has maybe some work that she's still working on or a project that she's working on that needs to have a later suspense date, you can just have her pop it in here. If she gets sick or something like that and you need to come back to it, this is really great for that as well. Also, in the back pocket here, I put completed work. So if you decide that you want your child to turn in her work at the end of the week instead of at the beginning or daily, you can have them pop it in here. Or if you decide that you want to go ahead and have them turn it into you daily in a separate location, that's fine. I actually have my daughter turn in her work daily to me, and then on Friday after school I grade it. Therefore, you can use this back pocket for anything else that you would like to. As you can see, I decided to do the same thing with my daughter's binder that I did with my binder, which is to take the lesson manuals, pull out the binding, cut off the edges, 3-hole punch them, and then actually put them behind the subject tab that they belong to. So this is what I do with her math, so that every day she has it immediately available. She knows exactly what lesson she's on, so she just does the assignment after I teach her, and then for the next day if she has this assignment, she keeps it in there and then she turns it in. And it keeps us both on the same page without any trouble. Now I also, for grammar, purchased my curriculum online, and it's a download. So what I decided to do is just download all of it and then print it off, and then that goes behind her grammar binder tab, which makes it really easy, and we always know where we are. Also, if you happen to have a composition book or note cards or something along those lines, you can always use one of these poly envelopes. And I particularly like this one for it because it has a little pocket that you can put the note cards in. And for my daughter, since one of her books is actually a decent size to fit in the binder and not on the bookshelf, I put it in here. So this is her vocabulary book, and I just popped it in here and she has it immediately when she needs it. That is all that I have today for homeschool binders. I hope that it can help you in your homeschooling to be able to get organized and make your day run more smoothly. I will put the links to the products that I used here below, or you can stop by my website at harmoniousorderorganizing.com. I have a products page and I also have a blog, and both of those will have the links that you need for the products. Thanks so much for taking the time to come by and visit me and learn more about homeschool binders. I hope you have a great week.